Guys, just wanted to do a quick video on installing remote start in the Kia Stinger. I can tell you that it can be done. It's not offered as an option here in Australia, obviously, but you can get the left-hand drive module that comes in the US market, and you can put it in this car. There's not really any problems with installing it, except that if you haven't done this before, it's a bit of a nightmare. At least it feels like a bit of a nightmare, but it does work, and I can show you now. And voila. Now, of course, we've got the smart remote, so you can use this as well, but it only has a 50-60 meter radius. I can't remember exactly which one it is, but this does work as well. But if you're trying to start it from a distance, I strongly advise putting the remote that came with it on it, because it has a much longer distance. It doesn't have a drive-off system, so as soon as you open the door, this is what happens. It just shuts off. I'm sure most of you already know that, but it's probably worth noting in case you want a system that you can drive off with. In that case, don't bother getting this thing. But I happen to like it because it's OEM, and that's about it with it. As for the install, you might find it to be very daunting when you're straining the wires a bit. Don't worry, it's probably not as strained as you think it is. What else can I say about this? It works. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. I've shown the guys at the dealership, they're quite impressed by it, so hopefully they start stocking it in the future, but God only knows if that's ever going to happen. Anyway, so that's remote start for the Stinger. Oh, one other thing to note, when you're syncing up the remote, when you're syncing up this remote, the instructions tell you to leave the driver's door open and the boot open when you're doing it. Now you'll notice when you sync the remote and try to close the boot with the button, it doesn't work. The US market doesn't have power tailgate, so when you press that button the first time, it won't work. Just close it manually and it will resume its normal function after that. So no dramas. Anyway, that's it.